Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name? Or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry. love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you We're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. I need you again, so stick around. So stick around. Leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I belong. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. You'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so You'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. With that, all eyes on us. You're the one I want. So you need me. Hide where I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Yo, what's happening? What's happening? What y'all doing? What's going on? What up? What up? What up? What's going on, y'all? What's happening on this Monday? Manic Monday. What the fuck is going on, y'all? Good gosh. Man, I tell you what. It's like the same day, different bullshit, you know? Same day, different shit. Same shit, different day. You can say it either way, right? I wonder why my thing ain't showing up over here on Amazon on my StreamYard link. What am I talking about? Because it says over here, Aussie Trisha dropped 5 memberships on us, but it's not showing over here on my StreamYard. So that's not normal. Usually it shows up over here. There's a little screen. Y'all see it? Am I just is it playing tricks on me? Did it go through the chat? Because it didn't come over here on this side. Aussie Trisha. Okay, there you are, baby. Well, I said Amazon. My daughter didn't send me a fucking link to Amazon. I said Amazon instead of StreamYard. Listen, I can't do 2 things at one time. Okay. I'll start reading it and then boom. Or read something and say it out loud. Okay, well, at least y'all see it. That means they're working, they're coming through. Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure, because it's for some reason it's not showing over here on StreamYard. So I guess I'm going to start paying attention on the YouTube side to make sure I don't miss them. I don't know what's going on, but StreamYard can suck it. StreamYard can just straight suck it. Hate StreamYards. I do want to tell you guys, though, look, we came together and showed up and showed out for Miss Kathy P. And I want to tell you guys, I really appreciate y'all. And I really appreciate all the kind things that you guys have done and all the amazing things, the emails, the money for the flowers, the money to her, helping her out, the kind words, just, anything, thinking of her. I think it's amazing. And I think her PayPal pool is up to, $3,500 now to help her out. So you guys are fucking amazing. I just want you guys to know, I really appreciate y'all. I know she does as well. I know it'll help with her and the kids right now. They're really going through a hard time. So, just want to tell y'all, I appreciate you guys again. Yeah, matter of fact, here's her fundraiser. And this is just on the PayPal pool side. I believe it was close to 5,000. So you guys, our community came together and showed up and showed out for her and her family. And I really appreciate you guys. And I want you guys to know that it did not go unnoticed. At a time in need, one of our bumbles, is having a hard time. And I just appreciate you guys. I really want you to know that. A&E dropped an episode yesterday on Mackenzie Shirella. Oh, no shit. Okay, we'll check that out. Mom of a Swiftie. We'll have to check that out for sure. We're going to have to go through Mackenzie's shit, like through her calls or whatever. I really don't even like going through her calls, but I'm going to probably go through them, to be honest. Because there's quite a few of them, and she runs her mouth quite a bit. She says quite a bit of shit that she probably shouldn't say in there on it. But I do know today I was watching YouTube Streets, and they had a couple people on, I guess a couple of the girls that she was in prison with, which, it's hard to tell. I don't know if they checked her paperwork to make sure they weren't lying or whatever, or however that goes. I don't know how they do it over there. I know they check paperwork in the prison community, but I don't know how they, Cappy, I guess I could ask her, but I don't know how that works to check and make sure that they were in there with her or whatever. I don't know.
But they did an interview with two of the girls today that was in the prison with Mackenzie Shirilla. I guess she's a little fucking asshole. What the fuck was that? Jesus Christ. Sounded like a goddamn transformer just blew. Stop it. You ain't gonna do nothing about it anyways. Check these cameras. Hold on. God damn, what the fuck is that? You motherfuckers are blowing some shit up out here? Hold on, hold on. I don't know what just happened. I don't know. I'm unmuted though. Hold on. Well, I was say I don't know. I was getting ready to text him and ask him if it was him or if something happened. It sounded like a fucking house just blew up, and it was back to back. Damn, I don't know. My little even heard it. She came running out here like, "Mom, mom, did you hear that? Shit, that shit scared the fuck out of me. I'm not even going bullshit with you right now. Those are some loud ass fucking bangs there, baby. Shit." Oh, really? Her appeal was denied? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, we're getting storms to where we're supposed to have some coming in, but I mean, no, that definitely was not a storm. That was not a, you know what I'm saying? You know when something, you know what I'm saying? You know when something happens. You know what I mean? That was not a storm. That was not a thunder. That was like a fucking goddamn transformer blowing or a fucking bomb. Sound like a goddamn gas line exploding. Like it was that big. It was a big boom. It wasn't just a little bitty, you know what I'm saying? Like a pew. No, it was like a kaboom, you know. Sounded like a fucking car crash. I damn near wonder if it ain't. I just checked my cameras. I don't see anything going on at all around, like in the. My cameras are all over. You know what I mean? So I just checked everywhere. I don't know. It scared the fuck out of me. Mackenzie Shirilla's appeal was denied. That's what she's talking about. I did. I went and checked outside. Carrie, shit, my dumb ass went right the fuck out there like a damn dummy. You know, like when you hear something, you go right outside. I didn't even think about that. Shit, you hear something, the first thing we fucking do is go run outside to look. What are you doing? What are you doing? You ain't supposed to be going outside checking shit like that, but I sure did. Ran straight the fuck out there. I was like, oh, who's lighting shit on fire? What's going on? Ran straight out there with my nosy fucking ass. Nosy fucking ass out here wanting to know what the fuck is going on. I know you want to know too, Duke. Duke wants to go around the neighborhood and check it out. Nosy like your fucking mom. I know. We want to find out what's going on out there, don't we? That fucking boom was big, wasn't it? Both of them was. It was scary, wasn't it, boy? Yep. You want to go see what's going on? Shit, I know. I swear to God, he has been. Look, I was sitting here on this live stream. I just started it, right? I'm sitting there shooting the shit with these guys, and all of a sudden I hear kaboom. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I was like, oh my God. Fucker. He's like, hey. What's up, Ethan?
What's up? How you doing?
Oh, nothing. The neighbors are out here wreaking havoc on me. Shit, keeping me on my fucking.
Shit. Shit. Let me see. So, what do you think of this case? Because originally, I was kind of thinking the mother, story kind of made sense, but then I'm hearing that there's inconsistencies with the.
Hold on, I gotta tell them about my car real fast. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm hearing. I guess I'll just talk to the chat. Hearing that the police have saying that there's inconsistencies with the story that they're saying. It's a little odd, I have to say. The one thing I found interesting was JLR pointed out that apparently that it's 90 degrees and he's wearing a sweater, like a hoodie, which I thought pretty interesting. And then you find out the father was jailed for 6 months for willful child cruelty in 2023. So I don't know. I mean, it seems it's not, you know what I mean? It's not looking good. Last time I heard the sound like that, I did. Yeah, okay. Californians wear hoodies all year, but that said, I do believe either parent wants a bit. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit different because, like in New York, you're not wearing a fucking hoodie when it's 100 degrees. But I don't know. It just seems very odd. I mean, the lawyering up thing to me is not odd, to be honest with you. I mean, parents getting a lawyer, some sort of representative, doesn't automatically paint you as guilty in my book. But I just wonder about the inconsistencies. Oh, it was very tiring. I'm only gonna be on for like probably an hour. I'm just probably skedaddling to bed. I don't wear them, but here they do. From the East, to me, it's weird, but yeah, they do. It's strange. Did you look at his record? Yeah, I looked at the newspaper article because when I first heard about his record, I thought usually I like to wait for a newspaper, like an article, to go with the information because sometimes people just basically you can't really trust crime sleuths because they get fucking names wrong all the time. Like they'll get the same person's name and they'll mix it up and they just did it been verified and they use that. So I usually like to wait before confirming something like that, to be honest with you. So when I seen an article start reporting, I'm like, oh, that's not a good pattern of behavior. You know what I mean? That's not a good history of a pattern. And I don't know. I mean, it's just a little odd. Getting a lawyer isn't bad. Refusing to speak. Yeah, refusing to speak to the police is not a good sign. And having inconsistencies in your story isn't a good sign either. Those things are usually not promising, in my opinion. And we'll see. I mean, I don't know where this child is, but it just seems not very promising when you hear things like that. But yeah. Another thing I noticed is like, I don't know. I mean, like, the mother's reaction seemed kind of normal. The father seemed a little odd. Like I just don't know what the father seemed a little bit. You would expect anger or something like that or hope, but it was a little neutral. But yeah, it said the parents can't get a lawyer without being accused. Yeah, I don't think being a lawyer should make you accused of a crime. I think I often say getting a lawyer is actually recommended in these types of circumstances. It's when you don't start continuously cooperating with the cops because they confront you with inconsistency with your story. Though I will say, like, it's a little odd that information comes out. During an investigation, you would think the cops would keep that close to their chest or something like that. but because you don't really want these people to clam up. You know what I mean? You want them to keep on talking, keep on talking, keep on talking. And it's kind of interesting that they confronted them about their inconsistencies immediately. You know what I mean? Like, usually an investigator will allow you to continuously repeat your story over and over again. And maybe after a couple of 5 or 6 times, then they start, they might try to confront you with it. And getting an attorney might look bad if you suddenly get confronted with your inconsistencies, which is often when the cops are kind of saying, "Oh, well, did you have anything to do with the disappearance of this kid?" And then they're like, "Well, I'm going to get a lawyer now." That's not exactly looks good for your case. Just saying. He's had a private counsel though. His criminal case though too. Okay. Someone said the black guy is from early August. I don't know anything about the black guy, and I don't know. I just don't. I'm not an expert on black eyes. I don't know what the situation is with that. So I don't know. That's something out of my purview of understand. What's good, Peter? What's up, Aries? I think the dad.
All right, I'm back here. Small town girl, you're up here. My dog, you're up here. Oh,
There's echo.
yeah, there's an echo. My dog Snack Dealer's got the echo. You got the feedback, baby. Pop back up. Pause your YouTube and pop back up.
Yeah. So yeah, Quinn, I just figured I'd jump up for like about 45 minutes before I skedaddle away. You know how it is. So
I appreciate you popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out for a little bit. Small town girl, you up here?
Yeah, how are y'all?
What's going on, baby? What you doing?
I was listening to BTM, and yeah, I agree. Like, there's just a lot with this case that I don't know. Like, it's you don't want to blame the parents or anything like that, but it's also like the cop said, inconsistencies, like raises a red flag, and I think that that's kind of where a lot of people are at right now with this case.
Well, and you know what though? Listen, it's a lot different. I mean, when you do these cases, you get a feel for them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot different than. First of all, we're all, moms, aunties, grandmas. You know what I'm saying? You're
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
protective over your baby. Period. We all are. We're like a fucking mama bear. We'll claw your eyes out. You come for our babies. You know what I mean? Don't fuck around. Um, for her to just be knocked out like that, I
Well, if she was knocked out,
have a real hard time believing that.
What I mean, did they give her provider medical treatment? Was an ambulance called? You know what I mean?
well,
Like,
Not that I'm aware of, no. And then that's the thing. There's so many inconsistencies, and the police called her out about it, and they completely just shut down. Like they're not cooperating at this point. Also, the dad is on probation for he was arrested and convicted of child abuse charges.
yeah.
right, and her brother is serving 50 years for like a
Well,
staged murder.
but that doesn't have anything. The brother stuff to me it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean,
No,
it
his
doesn't, but
charges matter. Child
it
abuse charges
The
matter.
child abuse charges matter. The person doing whatever time in jail doesn't matter. That one
well,
doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't, but in like my opinion, it does because it's like it could be like a family thing, I mean, like he's staging
No,
an unaliving, and that's to me that's kind of what it feels like with this case.
no. I mean, like, I just think you're jumping.
And I could be, but I mean, like I said, that was just my opinion. That's just how I feel.
I mean, I think most likely, you know what I mean. That doesn't look good when you have child abuse charges. And then suddenly your kid disappears, and then you're confronted with discrepancies in your story, and then you stop talking to cops and you lawyer up.
Right. And also
You
the
have
fact
feedback
that
against my dog Snack Dealer.
and I think also the fact, like she's claiming that she was like knocked out, but like, and
Yeah.
she would have fell on asphalt or whatever that was there. Like you would think that there would be like a scratch or something like on her arms or a big knot on
Yeah,
the back of her
I don't know.
head.
I mean, we're getting into territory. I would because we don't know exactly where she was positioned when she was hit, how she was hit, allegedly hit. and all that stuff. So there's no way we would know to like know exactly the placement. We're only that's like pure speculation. I
But
don't
if
know.
she's claiming that she got hit and she's trying to say that this bruise on her right eye was from that, that's telling me that if it was the case allegedly, she would have gotten knocked out hard for a bruise to pop up that quickly. Because, I mean, she did the interview like that night, and is claiming that she was knocked out and has this bruise. So, I mean, yeah, it's
Well,
speculation, but that's also.
I mean, like the more thing I would be focused on is just like you got this guy that comes up in the back, hits this woman, grabs a kid, runs off. Okay. No one noticed this woman's passed out on the ground. Did she just immediately wake up? How long was she passed out? No one noticed. No one actually, noticed this incident occurring in front of this location. Because if you look at the location, let me see if I can look at the location one more time, just to refresh my memory a little bit. I'm trying to look for the store, like the picture of the store. It doesn't look like it's like you know what I mean? It looks like people would notice that. I mean, it doesn't look like a small place, but it looks like something where something like that would happen, someone might walk past and notice. You know what I mean? So that's the thing I'm kind of thinking about.
Well, yeah, and there have been
But
people out there.
I do think you're kind of are jumping because like I don't know what we can't really judge based upon bruising or anything like that because we don't know. Just like a car accident case, you don't know. You can't like estimate like the right position they are in based upon a car accident case unless unless you watched it in video. Like we don't know what her position was. We don't know
No, and
what she
I
was
mean
hit with.
we don't know that information, but we can also voice opinions on
Well, yeah, I
the
know, but
situation.
I just say
Right.
like you can't
All
jump
right.
to like scratches and bruising and all that stuff when we don't even know what she was position was in.
Well, she
Well, no, but it
claims
is
she
fucking
saw
weird as hell
white.
that he's wearing a goddamn hoodie in 100-degree weather. That's weird as fuck.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah,
That's
she
suspect.
even claimed that she's like when the person supposedly allegedly hit her, she saw white. So like
yeah,
that
that's
means
like a
that she.
concussion. That's like a concussion, like right.
Right, but we don't know. She could have been his white hoodie. Shit, we don't know what white she's
I
seen.
don't.
We don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but
Yeah, we have no idea what white he was. It a white light? Was it a white hoodie? Was it a white car? Was it a white rock? Was it a? I mean, what? Well,
I
what
would
do you
say
mean?
like when someone's hit with white, I mean, like I'm thinking like in her words,
She
she
said she's
probably
seen white. I mean, so what? What would
well
make
that
you?
could
What would
be
make her see white? You know what I mean?
well
Like
a concussion could make someone see white.
Getting knocked the fuck out and somebody
Yeah,
punching you in the face will make you see white stars and.
I will say though, I mean like
yeah, but that's pretty fucking. I mean, wow.
I just think like you know what I mean? Like, I just think like that we don't know position, but I would say that the key evidence we do have that there's something iffy about is when the cops say inconsistency with your story and then you lawyer her up. That to me is not
That's
not
not. I'm
good.
pretty sure that's what they did.
Well,
Yeah,
and
that's
she
not
He's
good.
on
lawyered up.
probation right now. Here, let's watch this. Let's watch this.
No.
About a missing 7-month-old baby that has garnered national attention. An organization announcing they are pulling their search teams and reward offer for information leading to the missing baby. This as investigators cast doubt on the mother's story. Eyewitness News reporter Leticia Juarez is live in Yucaipa with this major twist in this case. Leticia.
Well, as you can imagine, there's still a lot more questions and answers at this point, and that comes especially after the San Bernardino County Sheriff's tell us that the parents of Emmanuel Haro stopped cooperating with their investigation. That lack of cooperation also ended the search efforts by the Uvalde Kids Foundation, which had offered a $5,000 reward, saying that those inconsistencies and the fact that the parents are no longer cooperating has them questioning what is going on in this case. In the meantime, the Sheriff's Department tells us they are continuing to search for that 7-month-old baby.
It's been 4 days since 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro was reported missing by his mother. Over the weekend, detectives searched his family's Cabazon home with canine units. This morning, that house was quiet, deserted. But outside, cars slowed down. Neighbors stopped by, hoping for answers.
It broke my heart. So I have my little baby and I love her so much, and I can't even imagine like losing my child or anything happening to them.
It's just shocking. I want that baby found.
It all started Thursday evening when Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca Haro, said she was attacked while changing her son's diaper in a Big Five parking lot in Yucaipa.
I got him out of the car seat and I laid him down and so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember.
But on Saturday, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department said the story Haro told detectives had inconsistencies. And when confronted about it, she ended the interview. They also said they can't rule out foul play in the disappearance of Emmanuel. A day earlier, she made this emotional plea to Eyewitness News.
Just give him back to me again, please. Don't harm my son.
Since then, there's been silence from Rebecca and her husband, Jacob, who, according to Riverside County records, pled guilty to willful cruelty to a child following a 2018 arrest. On Sunday night, the community gathered in the parking lot of Big Five for a candlelight vigil to pray for Emmanuel's safe return and for answers.
They'll find out, and it'll be soon, I'm sure, and everybody will have their answer, and we're hoping that it's not what we all assume, but we have to wait.
Now the couple has retained their own attorneys. I spoke with Jake Haro's attorney earlier today, and he tells me that his client does intend to make a statement. He does want to clear the air about his 2018 conviction for child abuse. Reporting live in Yucaipa, Leticia Juarez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really a good sign about that child abuse situation. You know, I don't know what, though we don't know what the circumstances were in that, because I'm assuming that'll probably be sealed. So I don't know. That would probably for the cops to figure out, to be honest with you.
Did I don't know if Queen played it. Do you know if Queen played the video? It was one of the interviews, maybe the second interview that the grandmother did.
I think she did play the interview of the grandmother, and then I don't know if actually I don't think Queen played that. I think another stream played it, because we were like talking about earlier. Why would CPS take a 2-year-old out of the house if they weren't sus? That's a good question, but I don't know. I mean, like, that's the thing. I just don't know, because you can't really. I mean, you don't really know what the allegations are, and you got to be kind of careful with situations like this, because if she was punched in the head and she was knocked out, she could have had a concussion, and it could affect her memory, and it could affect her not remembering details. And then suddenly she's, asked these questions from the cops, and that could result in some inconsistencies. And we don't know what the inconsistencies are. So I'm not saying she's not suspicious. This is very suspicious. But I also say, like, you can't immediately assume someone's guilty because the cops say there's inconsistencies and they lawyer up. It could be that the cops are overvigorous, like, just be like, we want to close this case and we think you did it. And they start hammering away at this lady, and then the husband's like, gets protective and gets a lawyer. You don't know the circumstances of the situation. So it's kind of like, you have to be careful with your thought process, Well,
and I'm really curious, like when the grandmother did that second interview, I think it was like a second interview, I'm almost 98% positive that she had mentioned burying a grandchild the week before. And like, what are the circumstances on that? Like,
do you have the interview? Because that's a pretty huge thing to just stay on a live stream. Do you know? Because I don't remember. I don't remember hearing that. Obviously I was working a lot all day, so I didn't see that interview. Do you have? Do you know where that is?
It's on the it's that one reporter. I don't even know if he's like, I don't even know what you call him. But there's another reporter that was interviewing her, and she had mentioned something about it was like last Tuesday. I think she even mentioned the day. So like last Tuesday or something like that, they had just, so people are saying it was an OD. Okay. Yeah, she didn't say. I just heard buried a grandchild. So I didn't know if anybody else caught that and what that really.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful with statements. You know what I mean? Like, because you never know. I mean,
I mean, she made it. I mean,
Yeah, but I just want to know exactly what she said.
It was on the interview that the
I'm
grandmother did.
trying. I'll be quiet because I gotta look. You can keep on talking. I gotta check out with my
Well, no, I'm
phone.
just going to tell you, it was in front of the store, and it was like a reporter from like I think he's TikTok or something. I don't know, but he like interviews her, and she gives, you know, she talks about it in that one. Oh, they said it on the news. Yeah, I didn't know where they. I knew I had heard it, and but I mean, that's all she said, so I didn't know. Um, yeah, it's just so sad. I mean, poor 7 month old. Like,
I'm just trying to look for it. Give me a moment.
you're fine.
I'm trying to do because trying to look for the TikTok interview, but it's only on JLR's channel. I think he played it. I think Granny played it too, but I'm just trying to look for it. Give me a moment.
Yeah, I didn't get to see any of Granny's
Because
today.
like, how you doing? Good evening. Grandma said it. Yeah, I just want to get the exact wording because okay, it's Timmy. Yeah, I just want to get the exact wording. That's all. Because I'm kind of, I don't know. So that's the thing.
Yeah, and I mean, it was just like that was kind of, like that was it, in the interview. So they say Queen played it Saturday when she reviewed it.
Yeah, I mean, just give me a moment. Just looking. Just looking.
But yeah, I mean, I hope, of course, that they find this poor child and.
It's just I just want to be careful with when you say like, well, a baby was deceased previously, and you
No, I
don't
didn't
give
say a baby. She said a grandchild.
a grandchild, okay, was deceased,
Yes.
and then you don't give specifics. I need to know the specifics before you state that. So that's why I'm trying to look for the specifics for it, because I did not see it, and I'm trying to find it. So let me see. I'm trying to find the TikTok one you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think. I was trying to think of. I can't remember that. I've just seen that reporter. I haven't.
I got it. Let me see. Beats him dope. I mean, I believe you sometimes, but it's just like the thing is like if I state something out of turn on a live stream about, there's gonna be You're not the one that they're probably gonna have people like make live streams about who mess up a story. It's like so like no offense to you guys, but most
No, I mean, I'm
likely.
not. I'm not mad at all that that you want to go and pull it up and review it. No, I mean, I'm all for that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get, like, I do trust a lot of you guys know stuff, like, because I was away. But the thing is, like, I get, if I state like misinformation, um, kind of will definitely get reviewed by people, and it's kind of like something I just try not to want to get reviewed by people for getting shit wrong on something like this because it is about a missing child, so. It is what it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I was just asking, like, if that's really what, like, I thought that's what she had heard or what she had stated, and I was seeing if anyone, had saw
I
that
think
and
other
heard it also too,
I think
and
other people saw it too. I mean, obviously there were people in the chat. They said I think it was fentanyl or something like that. Someone said in the chat, but trying to look for the exact interview because I know what you're talking about. It was like some a Spanish gentleman that was interviewing the grandmother, And I think I
Yes.
seen a piece of that, and I didn't hear that part because I probably wasn't paying too close attention because I think I only, I was working all day today and I just got home and I didn't get a chance to see that. So I
I
don't know.
believe it's towards the end of that interview. If you find it, it's towards the end of it. Um, and from what I remembered, I believe like right after she said it, I believe she covered her face, and was like crying. And so what I mean is totally expected, but I mean I'm just trying to give you like context of in case you see it, then you know like exactly what to look for.
Hmm. Let me see. Okay, so she said we just buried a grandson last Tuesday.
Yeah, and that's like all she really said. Like she didn't go into like any context about it. That's why I was just asking like if people had heard because I didn't know, like I thought that that's what she had said, but I hadn't
Yeah,
really.
she said let buried a grant last Tuesday. Last Tuesday. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Why does Vito have to believe it?
No,
And
I
he
mean,
says,
and like I said, you're fine. Like I'm totally for you confirming it and stuff like that. Like that's
I knew I wasn't going crazy. I definitely heard it, just can't find it. Yeah, it was during it was a Spanish guy did a TikTok and he was like interviewing the grandma. It was like in front of the place. And yeah, she says, I just had a grandson buried last Tuesday. I don't know if she said a cause of death, but just said buried, buried last Tuesday.
yeah, that's all I heard, and that's why I was like, did anybody else hear that? And is that not like anybody else like kind of questioned that? Because to me, that was just kind of odd. I mean, like I get it, she's hurting, and obviously she doesn't want to go through this again, and that's why just wasn't sure if anybody else had heard it and if anybody else had said anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've seen it. That's why I was finding it. Where did you hear from drug overdose, by the way? Did she say on that like particular live that she said drug overdose, or where did you get that information from? Because
No, everybody in chat was saying that it was fentanyl or something, and I was like, oh, I didn't hear any of that. That's all I heard was that she'd said that they'd buried a grandchild last Tuesday. That's all. I didn't know anything else about it. That's why I asked.
maybe that's like someone else basically dug that up, probably. Because I don't think she said it, but someone else might have dug it up. Oh, so JLR's video. Okay. Let me see. It was older grandson. Yeah. It was Fidelity. There was a GoFundMe that had to go for. Oh, okay. That's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
tragic.
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty a tragic situation. You know what I mean? That is a tragic situation because fentanyl is a terrible drug that ravages this fucking country like crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible.
And I mean, you're like sitting here saying that someone has, kidnapped your grandson. Like, you obviously think the worst, but don't want, like, she's thinking, I don't want to have to bury two grandsons in a week. It's like kind of how I took it. And it's sad that that's even, going through her mind because, of course, when you're in a situation like that, I mean, most people that they think the worst, And even though that's not what we want, we hope this baby is alive and is found safe and reunited with who he's supposed to be reunited with.
Mm-hmm. Where's Queen, by the way?
I'm
Understandable
not
my
sure.
grand. Yeah, no. Understandable by grands and 4 to 32. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I wonder if the baby was at the funeral with it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, like, what we're listening to so far is limited, but it's not a good situation. And the only thing is you have to be very careful of the information you get. And also, you got to be very careful of jumping to conclusions a lot of times with these cases because you don't want to, this is a situation where, it could very well be foul play involved, but it's, definitely if you have an opinion of foul play, you're not crazy. Because obviously when there's like a a change of story, and then they get cops, but also take it with a grain of salt when it comes to that situation. Because you never know. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
You know.
It's just from what law enforcement is telling us, like it's not looking good. Like the mom's inconsistencies and stuff like that are raising red flags to them, which would also state that like us raising red flags or raising red flags to us isn't out of question, because that's what law enforcement has said.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, like some people are saying it's a fashion tip with the hoodie. I thought it was a little odd to wear a hoodie. It's a little, and I mean, I don't know. It says just we'll see. When parents have been found guilty of abusing children, severe neglect, why ever allow children? Well, you know what I mean, like.
But the mom hasn't.
Yeah, the mom hasn't, but you never know. But about those cases, and I don't know. Sometimes it's weird. Some people that literally do nothing, they get their kids taken away, and sometimes
here's where the police said they searched the house outside of the home. Detectives searched the home of missing 7-month-old boy.
Several new developments in the search for this missing baby boy. Now, his mother first told deputies that she was attacked and that her baby was kidnapped from a parking lot in Yucaipa. But now investigators say she's not been able to keep her story straight. NBC4's Lauren Coronado was live in our newsroom with how deputies are responding this morning.
You see, like, I don't like that.
Imagine if the police would have come out and say,
yeah, but I don't like that news report.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, Queen, I don't like how the news reporters said can't keep the story straight. It's like they're subtly changing the language to make it sound worse.
Well, I was just trying to say a whole sentence, but I got cut off, so I don't even know I don't even remember what I was saying, to be honest.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. My apologies, Queen.
Yeah, it's okay. Can you not hear me, or is my mic turned all the way down, or?
No, I think it was a delay from my end. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I was say if not, it might be on my end. I don't know, but I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying. But go ahead. I do now. Imagine if they were to come out and say, Katie and Chris, we're no longer cooperating with the police. Jesus,
that would be kind of crazy. But I
this
just
is
don't
where
like.
We're in day 5, and they're like, "Yep, mom's no longer cooperating." Fuck, we were a year and a half in, and they tried to pull that shit, even though they didn't do that. They didn't lawyer up. They've always cooperated with everything, passed their lie detectors and all that.
Well, I do think, like, though, there's been change of language because, keep their story straight is a lot different than inconsistencies.
And what kind of defensive wounds would you get from a 7-month-old? Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't. 7-month-old can barely fucking scratch. You wouldn't get defensive wounds. That's just ignorant. Not from a 7-month-old, you wouldn't. Cut that shit out.
Well, and if that bruise on her face is old, then what truly happened for her to get the bruise in the first place?
I don't know. I don't know. But here, what did she say? You said she said something in here. What was it? I didn't hear. Let me go back. I didn't hear what she said in here. You said something about you didn't like it. It was 8 hours ago. All right, let's play it.
6:33 right now. There are several new developments in the search for this missing baby boy. Now, his mother first told deputies that she was attacked and that her baby was kidnapped from a parking lot in Yucaipa. But now investigators say she's not been able to keep her story straight. NBC4's Lauren Coronado was live in our newsroom with how deputies are responding this morning.
Lynette, a spokesperson for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, tells us the couple's 2-year-old was taken by Riverside Child Protective Services over the weekend. And just last night, detectives were at the family's home in Cabazon. This was just after 7 o'clock last night. Witnesses say they saw detectives talking with the missing baby's father right outside the home. Also last night, as the search continues for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro, community members came together for a vigil demanding answers. This was at Big 5 Sporting Goods in Yucaipa, where Emmanuel Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca Haro, says she was attacked in the parking lot Thursday, knocked unconscious, and woke up to find baby Emmanuel missing. Our team spoke with Rebecca Friday.
I don't remember nothing. I got up off the floor and I didn't see my child. Someone took him from me.
Rebecca has not spoken publicly since, and apparently she's not saying much to detectives either. A spokesperson for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department says last week detectives confronted Rebecca with inconsistencies to her initial statement, and she declined to continue with an interview. Now, a national children's advocacy and violence prevention group says it's calling off its search for the baby and pulling its reward offer. This after Rebecca's story began changing and after Emmanuel's 2-year-old sister was removed again from the Haro home by CPS. Of course, if you have any information about where the baby is, or if you saw something at Big 5 in Yucaipa last Thursday, police want to hear from you. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Lauren Coronado for Today in LA.
All right, Lauren, thank you for that.
Details in a story about a missing 7-month.
All right, this one's from an hour ago, so this will be an updated.
Did you ever
from
play
1 hour
the?
ago.
Hey Queen, did you ever play the TikTok video where the Spanish gentleman is interviewing the grandmother?
We played JLRs where the grandmother came on and she said that they stay at home and she's going crazy without her baby. Just return it.
Yeah,
and,
it was very.
Was it or him? I can't remember if she says it or if she says him. I think she calls him an it, to be honest. I could be wrong. But I think she says that, and then she says they stay at home, they would never hurt the baby. She's going crazy without her grandbaby. That's the only one I seen, and I seen the sister do a thing, but that's it. Is there another one? Is there a new one?
It was like a Spanish gentleman interviewing the grandmother.
Oh, then no, I didn't see that. No.
And then like she said that like her grandson, this was like recently died of let's just last on Tuesday. Yeah, apparently.
No. Put the link in here. We'll watch it. I didn't see any of that.
I seen it on
his mom or hers.
I think it's the grandmother, the one that did the first interview. She did the second.
Okay, so her mom. Yeah, her mom.
Yeah, she said that she had just buried a grandson the Tuesday before.
Yeah, and some people said it was fentanyl, an overdose on fentanyl, basically.
Wow.
So
Mel played it too. Okay, we can go over there and grab his too.
Let me see. I could find it. I think JLR played the interview, by the way. I'll find it. Give me a second. Sorry.
Yeah, and you know what? Twisted Pixie, she said, yeah, he's already hurt one of his children or a child to have the charges he's got.
Here, and this is the same Spanish guy. He's been like kind of on the scene. Here, I put it in the back this JLR's video, and it's JLR.
Yeah, he's a local.
Yeah, he's a local. You could start
like Queen.
Oh yeah. Oh,
but he's a local, and I guess he's like a reporter because I see he's out there with the microphone and stuff, and like he's done just a lot of reporting on this, and he's the one that did come out today. I think it was today or last night, and said that he has video proof or a picture proof that the mother had the black eye on August the 3rd.
Judging by the picture of the baby, the child has. I don't know about, I'm not wondering the symptoms and stuff like that. I don't know what the situation. They said it was. I don't know what the symptoms of the kid is. I don't know. Yeah, someone is calling him. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to read that. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. But I think he's definitely doing a lot of interviews there. Hopefully he's,
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me better now?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I didn't think you could because you just kept talking over the top of me like I wasn't even here. So I didn't know if you just couldn't. I was like, let me fucking leave and come back because I'm a.
Yeah. I posted the video.
I'm gonna be honest. What is it now? Here, let me see if I got this back here. Okay.
Yeah, it started at 2:01. That's
where
where
it was on it. But yeah, this is okay. Yeah, it's already at 4 minutes in. Did you know that? Gosh dang it, what's that big guy's name? He's like dang it. Oh, I'm having a brain fart. Dang it. He's big as hell. He lives in Hawaii. He's got that fucking cartoon thing behind him. He's always got a finger wrap and a cane on. He's got dark hair and a hat. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Big guy. He's got over 100,000 subs.
No.
We've watched him before. We've watched him several times. He ain't been around. I mean, he's kind of just been, I guess, laying low. I don't know, but I'll pull his out though. Hold on. I'll pull his up real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and this one, the video I tossed you, started at 2:01. That's when the lady, where the interview starts. 2 minutes and 1 second.
All right, give me 1 second so I can go pull this up because you guys don't know who I'm talking about.
Cinema Shogun?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's exactly who the fuck it is.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he did one. He did and he did one on it, and he did a good job on it. He's like, listen here. He's like, listen here. These fucking tragedy pimps, these vultures, they're coming. They're here. They're already circling. They already smell fresh meat. He said, look at here. Look at here. Look, he says, looky here. Already smelling fresh meat.
On the tira, we are at the property where sheriff's investigators now search the property. New developments have turned up. We don't see any police here now. I don't want to dox the house, so I'm just gonna conduct my own investigative services, homie. But
so anyways, he basically stands there and talks for like forever, and there's really no house anywhere around him. There's just a big ass parking lot. See, it's like a big field or whatever that he's just walking through.
Yeah, and I believe that's the guy that does the interview with the grandmother, by the way.
Is it? Is that the same one?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the one that's out on TikTok or whatever.
TikTok. I feel like that's like my arch nemesis, TikTok.
But yeah, the link that B10 put back there is the one where the grandmother says that she just buried a grandson like on Tuesday or something.
Yeah, see. Yeah, that's the one. And that's the same guy that they were talking about. Here it is. Grandma speaks. Okay.
I'm so sorry for.
Keep your eyes open for this baby, please. Just we just.
His family is desperately searching for him.
I'm Mary Boyshausen. I'm the mother of Rebecca's mom. Jake is Emmanuel is my grandson.
The little boy from Yucaipa, California, missing Emmanuel Haro. His family is desperately searching for him.
I'm Mary Boyshausen. I'm the mother of Rebecca's mom. Jake is Emmanuel is my grandson.
The little boy from Yucaipa.
From Yucaipa is my grandson. Please help us find him. You know, if you have him, please return him. We don't want nothing. We will not do anything. Just leave the baby somewhere where we can find him, somewhere that is safe for him. Please, I'm begging you to please just do the right thing for this baby. He's only a little baby. He doesn't know nothing, okay? He can't talk. He can't just say nothing, okay? So please just return the baby, please.
Emmanuel
Haro, yes.
7 months old.
7 months old.
About 20 pounds.
20 pounds, yes.
Wearing a black Nike onesie.
Yes.
His mother?
She's not doing good, you know. She's heartbroken, you know.
She was injured?
Yes, she was injured. She was knocked out.
There's no video?
No video. Store doesn't have video.
Do we know exactly where it happened? Exactly.
It's right here. The truck was parked here.
Here in this.
Right here in this parking place. The bus was parked here, and she got out of the truck to change the baby. And when she got out, she was trying to get the diapers, the bag, to change the baby because he had pooped before she went into the store. And she said that all of a sudden, they just say hola, and they hit her and knocked her out. And she said all I saw was white. She says when I came to, she started running into the store and asked if anybody had seen the baby, and they said no. So she ran around all around the store looking for the baby or for somebody, and call 911. That's all I can tell you.
Do we know how long she was unconscious, or was she unconscious?
She was unconscious. No.
Is there any witnesses that we know
No
of?
witness, no.
Any leads at all? Any the police? Any?
They don't tell us nothing. That's the worst thing, that they don't tell us nothing.
I'm so
Please
sorry for.
keep your eyes open for this baby, please. Please, just we just lost a grandson. We just buried a grandson last Tuesday, but we can't go through this again.
You hear that, Queen?
Just baby, just tell us where he's at. Just leave him somewhere safe, please.
I heard it said leave him somewhere safe. Let me go.
No,
that we know of.
No witnesses. Okay, what? No, what am I supposed to be listening for?
They lost the grandson last week. She says that in this interview. She also stated they.
Okay. So it was one of his.
What? What'd you say?
Was it one of his kids that they buried? Was it one of their kids?
No, I don't know. She just says grandson, and then I think JLR goes into it. It basically says fentanyl. Like he's, I have to see the rest of it, but people were saying it was a fentanyl overdose for the grandson.
So it was obviously her son. So it was obviously her son or daughter's child, then, right? If that was grandbaby.
Yeah.
Well,
baby Bugaboo says I think it's a teenager. Yeah, I think this is why we need to probably look into it more before we.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you listen to this lady here at the very beginning of this interview, it's also kind of confusing because she says that she is the mom's mom.
Yeah. Well, what's really interesting is that she says they took like there's more than one person involved. And I don't remember the lady stating that she knew there was many people. So either this lady misspoke, which is a possibility, she could have misspoke, or that's something different. I don't know. That could be because how would you know that there was multiple people if you turn around, you get punched out, you're knocked out, you're unconscious, you're suffering from a possible concussion, which you don't get treated at a hospital, and then you're basically confused, dazed. That's probably could easily explain why she's running around. Although maybe she's saying they because they don't know. That could be. That's why I said it could be a possibility that she misspoke, and she's kind of just how she just misspeaks. But she could be dazed and confused and why she's doing an illogical thing, which is like running around and asking people around when she's unsure. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, we'll see. It's just definitely odd. Have you ever checked to see what SF has said? I think I've seen SF talk about Bruise. He was doing a Black and Blues comparison that he was showing.
Yeah, he said that Bruise is about 5 days old.
I agree with him. That does not look like as a person who's gotten black eyes. I can tell you,
like a fresh one.
No, that's a healed. That's a lot more healed. That is like a 5-day old.
She got a little shiner there, but you know what I'm saying? It's not a fresh one to me, in my opinion. But that's I said, maybe that's why the police are having inconsistencies with.
Yeah,
because you know what I mean. They took their phones, they seized their phones, their computers. What they took, Grady and Chris, they took all their shit. Even Seth, they took all their shit.
Yeah,
Seth did they said that Seth and Katie and them did their lie detectors. These guys won't take them at all.
Yeah, and there's been reports that the investigators were at their house last night and carried out boxes and boxes of stuff.
Yeah. So
yeah, careful, because they were saying that they were digging up the backyard and the front yard and all that, and they weren't. So
No, I don't
you
know
have
anything
to
about.
consider it like every other case. There's going to be clickbait. There's going to be people who
Yeah.
say they know stuff that they don't. There's going to be
Yeah.
rumors, speculations, things like that. And we just have to try and stick with what we, we have.
So someone says, I think you got a $5 super chat. That's interesting.
Yeah, I can't see them over here for some reason. They're not over here for some reason. Let me get over here, you guys. I'm sorry.
Got it over. I can read it for you. It says, It says, the 5 Canes says, did you see how far she was from the door? ? Most mothers will park close to the door. Yeah, but I don't know how many cars were parked there at the time. It could have been only spot available. So, I mean, probably I would park. I don't think it's just mothers that would park close to the door. I think everyone would park close to the door so they can walk there.
I got it. Miss Petty AF, thank you for becoming a new member. Penny, thank you for becoming a new member. Lexi Texie, member for 12 months. Got your golden crown. Biddy Bop. Love this great community. Thank you for being here. Liblog No More, member for 25 months. Love the Hive. Thank you for being here. Ellen C. Pickle, new member. Great Dane Lover, member for 7 months. Betty MCW, member for 13 months. Cotton Candy, member for 13 months. Dreams, member for 5 months. F-15 fighter jets creating a sonic sound in your area today. Oh, really?
Oh, shit.
Cheesy Weezy with the $5 super sticker. I want to give kudos to a couple people not on his side. Also shared Kathy's link. Oh, not on this side. Also shared Kathy's link. Oh, that's really cool.
That's nice.
That's fucking pretty damn nice. I mean, like I said, they ain't gotta like us, and we might be pieces of shits to them, and they might be pieces of shits to us. But I mean,
Absolutely.
this kind of shit was unexpected. Nobody expected it to happen, and I think we can all put ourselves in her position and understand that that's a really fucking shitty thing to have to go through.
So let's. I mean,
definitely.
That's very nice. But let's put the piece together.
Yeah, small town girl. I was gonna ask you if it was okay to give your email to Kathy whenever she has time to chat.
Most definitely. I mean, that's exactly what happened to my husband.
I know. Well, and that's
so
I thought you could relate to her and maybe confide. She could talk to you guys. Could what I'm saying? It was something that
Of
you guys could
course.
talk about together, and maybe you know what I'm saying. It would be something to help guide her.
Yeah, I mean, I know exactly how she's feeling, and I didn't get a chance to jump up this weekend, but I do want, if she gets to watch this, I know she's probably not thinking of social media. My heart goes out to her and the kids, and one thing too is just like with the emails and stuff. I did hear someone say it yesterday, like, yeah, it's great, to send her a message and stuff, but like me, I wanted nothing to do with my phone because I knew if I looked at my phone, there would be messages and text messages from people, and it was just hard, so if she doesn't read them or doesn't get to them right away, take no offense to any of
Well,
it.
and not only that, like I told her, I said, you're used to being on a live and you're used to coming on here and chatting. You know what I mean? Sometimes, when the kids, if it's late at night and they're laying down asleep and you're sitting there thinking, you can't get out of your head.
Yeah.
You want to pop on? I mean, she wanted to pop on the other day, and I said, you want to pop on? Get on. You don't have to say words. You can just sit there and talk to the chat or let the chat talk. You know what I mean? Even if you don't have the words or you just want to be around people, the chat will come in and hang out with you.
Of course.
They know what it's like. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah, and there are a lot of people, I have learned since being on here that, there's a lot of people that have gone through this exact same thing. And so, I mean, it has been good to be able to know, because there's a lot of times during this, and it's not just this, like, that he, passed a certain way. I'm just talking about people being widows. That
right.
There's often times where people just feel so alone because, like, my case, like,
Yeah.
I just, like, I always feel like I'm bothering somebody if I, like, reach out for, like, just someone to talk to. And so I've kind of held a lot of that in. So, I mean, just like being up here and knowing that there's other people in the chats and so on and so forth, that's really helped me. Of course, it's not going to be for everyone. And everyone grieves different. So, like, no, nobody would think anything, and yeah, she's more than welcome to reach out to me at any time. I always have my phone on me. And like I said, my heart goes out to her and those kids. And I'm always here if anybody needs me.
It's very nice of you. You know, I mean, people sometimes need someone to talk to more than anything that relates to them.
Of course. And, that's, yeah, I mean, like I said, if anybody needs my email, you can reach out to Queen and stuff like that. Like, you know, and again,
Absolutely.
everyone grieves different. So, you can't say that you experience it a certain way and you expect everyone else to do that. That's not the case. No one grieves the same. So,
Right.
like I
Right.
said, if she wants to come up and talk, if she wants to email me anything, most definitely. Like if I could, because I mean, it's going to help me also, because we
It does. It is a healing. They say it's healing to talk about it, but sometimes when you talk, you still get choked up. You know what I mean? It just.
absolutely,
I
and I
think
still
that'll
do to
always
this
happen.
day. And when I couldn't be in chat. I mean, I was in chats, but like I couldn't be up on panel because when I heard about it and heard how it happened, I mean, my heart instantly sank, and I mean, I got emotional like offline because
It
I
takes
just
you back too.
yeah, I
It's
mean, and it just, I can picture everything from that day when I heard the news with Kathy, and like, so I just didn't want to be up here, with anybody yesterday.
right.
And so,
Right.
but yes, you're more than welcome to give, her my number. And like I said, anytime she needs to reach out, please do. And, I'm always here for people, and a lot of people know my story. They know that I've not only lost my husband, I've lost a lot of family members, so I'm always here for a
Right.
lot of people. Obviously don't want to be doxxed out and stuff like that. So, but yeah, my husband was definitely the hardest and the worst that I've ever had to go through because, like I've said many a times, through those family losses that I've had, he was always my rock and my shoulder to cry on. And when he passed, like it's been a whole new adjustment because you don't have that anymore, and it's it's just I don't. It's totally different. There's just no way to explain it. No way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something I couldn't even imagine experiencing, and I'm sorry that you had to go through that, and I'm sorry that she had to go through it. That a lot of women do. It's a lot of men lose their wives as well. It's tough to lose your best friend.
Yeah, most definitely. And like I said, I mean, I know since I've been up on this app and especially been up on your panel a lot, I have met a lot of people that have gone through this. And like I said, I mean,
Yeah.
it does help because not, I don't have to like read it out to recognize it, but I do see a lot of the comments in the chats where I see there's a lot of people out here that are going through the same thing that I've gone through. And it
Yeah.
might sound a certain way, but I mean, like that's truly helped me to know that I'm not alone in this world and other people feel my heartache and my pain.
Yeah, for sure. It does because I mean, you start to feel very alone. So
Yeah, myself. And like I said, I mean, I have my parents and I have my best friends and, my close friends and stuff that I go out and do stuff with. But at the end of the day, it's just not the same because, like, for me, going over to my best friend's house, we've been best friends. I was in fourth grade, she was in fifth. Our parents dated for 9 years. Her dad gave me away at my wedding. I mean, that's how close we are. And it still feels weird to me to go over there because with her and I being best friends, our husbands became best friends. And now when I go
right.
over there, my husband's not there with me, but her husband is. And so it's still an adjustment for me to try to get used to and like try to even still have fun doing things that I've always done my whole entire life because he's not here.
Yeah, and I think Anna's right. Having to try and reinvent a future you thought was already solid and built is hard as fuck. That's
Yeah. And that's been oh that's gonna be choked up. And that's been like the biggest thing for me because, like many other people, you lose your spouse of so many
oh
years, and you don't think I mean, you always
well,
of
no,
course
because you
think
don't
about
think
the
about it. You're not ready for that. That's not something you think about. You think about the future. You
yeah.
think about having a good future and having fun and living together till you're old and You know what I mean? And old
Yeah,
and
and I
nursing
mean,
home
it was
together.
like,
So you don't expect it when it happens, and it's fucking hard. My dad died of a massive heart attack, and I'll never forget it. I talked to him that night, and the next morning his wife called and said that he had passed. And I didn't even fucking, I thought they were fucking pulling a fucking joke on me. I can't even bullshit you. I thought my dad was joking me. Because he was a jokester. He fucked with me all the time, you know? And I'm like, stop playing. She's like, no, I'm serious. And I was like, stop. And she goes, no, I'm so serious. And the
yeah, I mean,
first thing she goes, you know what? She goes, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, and I'm all alone. I said,
and
you're
I
not
mean,
alone. I'm here. I'm on the phone. We'll have to figure this out. But I had no words after that. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I was 39 when my husband passed, and he was 45. And like I said, I mean, we had just gone out the day before. We'd gone out to eat, you know, did all the things, everything, you know, no complaints, no nothing. And then he gets up at 7 something in the morning, you know, and I'm assuming he's going to go pee, you know, and I hear him hit the floor. And, you know, it that moment and through all that, that's something that you'll never get out of your mind, because it's a part of you, like, that you relive every day, wanting to know whether or not you did the right things or not. And um so yeah, I mean, my husband had just had a physical at the doctor's at the end of March of that year. And like I said, in May, you know, he passed. And it was and then, like I said, I mean, and it's still, and it hasn't been that many years, you know, and so it's still all new. And like I said, I mean, there's, of course, everybody tells you, you know, you're here, they're here for you, they're here for you, blah blah blah. I've just been that one person that has never, like, reached out that much, like, just to even talk to someone. Like, I have called my sisters before and, like, just cried to them and just been like, will you please just listen to me cry on the phone, because I feel like at that moment that's just what I need. But more times than not, like, I have gone to, like, Queen's Panel, you know, and that has been like my healing place for this so long now, because, you know, I feel like I just don't want to bother anybody in my life, you know. And I'm not bothering them, but just to call them and say, hey, you know, I need you for a minute, but then, like, there's nothing that I need, you know. And so I don't know, it's just kind of hard to explain, and it's kind of hard to,
I'm sorry
I don't know.
about that.
But yeah, so anyways, anybody in chat, yes, if you guys need somebody to reach out to, I'm in Discord. I don't get in there as often as I want to.
but
But
you can shoot your email in the back. That's all.
Yeah.
We'll keep it moving so you're not getting upset, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to upset
Anyway,
you. Anyways,
I,
yeah, here
I
we go. We'll keep it moving. I'm going to finish playing this. Here we go.
yeah, and I got to
Please
skedaddle.
at all, and
I'll
please
see
at
you.
All right,
I'll see you.
Tim, I appreciate you hanging
Bye,
out.
Tim.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Bye.
I know. I think Burnt Toast is supposed to be going on tonight, isn't she? Is Toasty got
No,
her set?
she can't
She's
go
not
on
set up?
tonight.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go.
They don't tell us nothing. That's the worst thing, you know, that they don't tell us nothing.
I'm so
Please
sorry for.
keep your eyes open for this baby. Please, just. No, we just lost a grandson. We just buried a grandson last Tuesday, but we can't go through this again. Please, just bring us the baby. Just tell us where he's at. You know, just leave him somewhere safe, please.
We're gonna do our best to
We
help you.
can't go through this again. Just let's go.
All right, this is the public Facebook profile of Mary Bushausen. This is Emmanuel's grandmother. This is Rebecca's mother, because Rebecca used to be Rebecca Bushausen. And I'm looking down the profile here. She posted something July 27th on someone here, rest in peace. And then just 3 days ago, she made a post, but it looks like it's not available. And then 3 days ago, purchased some, post that she makes. But I don't see, she's out there. She was at the scene, but I don't see her making any posts on Facebook. And she actively uses it because she was just posting 3 days.
So I wonder what the hell.
Yeah, I didn't. I just heard her in that interview But, like I said, there were a lot of people saying that it was an older grandson, I believe, that, it was an OD and stuff. And I don't know. It's sad. Like, in my heart, and this is just my opinion, I feel like something might have happened to the child when the mother originally received that black eye. And that's just my opinion. I hope that's not the case. Yeah, Julie, from what I've heard, the parents are still at home. I believe the news clip that we saw earlier, that the daughter has been taken to um, Child Protective Services or whatever, as of this weekend. And the detectives were out there at the parents' house last night, I believe. That they did say, the news did say they had a search warrant and stuff like that. Yeah, I believe that news clip said that the Child Protective Services took the 2-year-old over the weekend. And no, they have not been arrested. From the last news clip that we just saw, that Queen played, it was updated an hour ago, and no one's been arrested, and they have not found the child. So that's why I'm saying I'm assuming that they're at home, because oh, thanks, Tilly T. Back to you.
Okay, so they're saying rest in peace, Charlie. Charlie is looking. He's older. He's grown. Like he's an adult.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I didn't know anything about him. I just heard the grandmother say that during that interview, and I wasn't sure like what that was pertaining to, because she didn't say anything else about it.
she shared it July 27th. She shared a post on here, and yeah, it says Charlie is 34 years old. So he is very much not a child or toddler. Yeah, from my understanding, he's 34, and that's people are already starting their shit. Look at these. I mean, I guess I can't. I don't have it on here, but let's see if I can. Hold on.
Yeah, it's sad. I'm just curious, like, if there's been any, like, the ex-wife or anyone, like, anyone else in the family, like, Has anybody come out and said, like, when they last time they physically saw this child, like, nobody saw him at the football practice? That's another thing that I kind of find weird in this case. Like, you're claiming to be at this football practice, but nobody saw the child? Things full of heart. It was reported earlier that they had found video proof of the mom having the bruise on August 3rd. Hmm. Yeah, I haven't heard any news report come out saying, like, when the last time this child was, like, physically seen, and I find that just kind of weird to me. I feel for law enforcement too, and the detectives that have to, like, go through all of this and the questioning and stuff like that. Like, that would just be so hard. It's terrible. Yeah, I did see the August 3rd thing, but I just didn't know when the last time the baby was seen.
I don't see her making any posts. She makes posts on the profile here. She posted something July 27th.
Right there's the kid right there. So that's the guy. It says rest in peace. Dennis Froming or whatever says rest in peace. Charlie Richard Brushin. Or Bresnan. I don't know him how the
Oh,
fuck you
okay.
say that. Whatever the fuck that last name is there. But anyways, it says rest in peace, little brother. I hate what happened and I love you so much. This hurts. So I'm wondering if this isn't her brother that passed.
Well, it couldn't have been her brother because the grandma said it was a grandson.
Oh, grandson. Okay, I guess so. So it would have been a nephew, maybe. Her brother's a little bit, yeah, her nephew.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
On someone here, rest in peace. And then just 3 days ago, she made a post, but it looks like it's not available. And then 3 days ago, purchased some, posts that she makes, but I don't see, she's out there. She was at the scene, but I don't see her making any posts on Facebook, and she actively uses it because she was just posting 3 days ago. I don't see her making any posts about the missing baby, Emmanuel. You would think that, the grandmother and family members of Emmanuel on the Haro side and this side here of the family would at least make social media posts saying, hey, this child has been kidnapped.
Yeah, it is kind of odd that none of the family have put up any missing Emmanuel posters or info, social media. Heard the sister and father of one of the parents did put up a missing post, but then took it down.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
Right, the legendary finger. Look at it. That long dog. That motherfucker is long as hell. That's longer than Laura's tentacle toes.
Stop it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Kidnapped. I mean, that's, she's making other posts. She obviously made other posts. This post here, as it's irrelevant here. But my point is, why make other posts and not post about the child on social media when social media can help find the child? You get what I'm saying? One thing I noticed, she doesn't really have any pictures of the grandchild there, and she doesn't have any pictures of Rebecca on her profile either. But I did want to just point that out because the grandmother is out there, and it seems like the grandmother is defending the mother and going with the mother's story, even though police have said she's given inconsistent statements. So let me know what you think about that. Grandmother at the scene outside the Big Five. She pointed out where the location was of this alleged kidnapping. This is where it gets really crazy, everyone. This is an article from 2018. The mother of man convicted of gunning down girlfriend speaks out. James Bushausen, 35, the man you see on the left, he is the brother of Rebecca Haro. He is the son of Mary, who we just listened to speak. This is crazy. Check this out. He was convicted of first-degree murder in the 2017 death of his girlfriend, Jaylynn Keith. Keith was found with a single gunshot wound to the center of her forehead in the bathtub of the Bellardo Road apartment the couple shared. Prosecutor says Bushausen shot her in the head and then staged the scene to look like a suicide. So let me read on here because the judge said some interesting things here. The judge said here, well, Mary goes on to say, Mary, the mother who you saw in the video we just shared, the one, out in front of the Big Five, she goes, I know my son is innocent and I will continue to fight for him, said Mary Bushausen, James's mother. There's new evidence. There's a lot of new evidence. She believes an in-depth look at Jaylynn's mental health was overlooked. Look, during court, the prosecutor asked the judge to review a Facebook post from Bushausen's brother, who has been allegedly harassing the victim's loved ones. Whoa. So the family, the Bushausen's families harassed the victim's loved ones. The judge says it's a felony and it doesn't do Mr. Bushausen, our defendant, any good. If this conduct continues, don't be surprised if you find yourself in handcuffs. Whoa. The judge said, I was going to stand up, but I didn't want to make skeptical. I'm not that kind of person, but they're pushing me to say something, and I will. I will address the court. Bushausen's brother said in response to the harassment allegations that were mentioned during court. According to Mary, the mother, the social media feud started with Keith's close friends and who in return are claiming the harassment from Bushausen's brothers that continues in the courtroom. He did the hand signal, symbolizing a gun to his face, like pretty much blowing your head off. Kylie Hopkins said a family friend of the Keiths. Whoa. Mary Bushausen remains determined to prove her son's innocence. We're going to fight to get him a new trial. We're going to appeal the conviction. We're not going to stop. Yo, so murder is in this family already. And the mother feels her son is innocent of a murder where he was accused and convicted of shooting his girlfriend in the bathtub and staging the crime scene. This stuff is crazy.
I fell on the floor, and I said as I got up, I couldn't find my son. I got him out of the car seat, and I laid him down so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember. And I saw white. And a hearing sound, I fell on the floor, and I said as I got up, I couldn't find my son. I checked all around my truck, and I ran into Big 5, and I asked the lady if she saw a baby or someone with a baby. She said no. It was a happy boy.
A lot to go through, but this is insane, folks. This is bonkers. And the mother now is defending her, Rebecca, who police say gave inconsistent statements and are not cooperating in finding missing 7-month-old Emmanuel. The father, Jake, who we spoke about extensively on JLR Investigates, he's on felony probation for child cruelty. He actually violated probation, or is being accused of violation of probation, and has a court hearing September 2nd. This is crazy. Search warrants are being conducted at homes affiliated with them. The baby is nowhere to be found. We're covering this case extensively on JLR Investigates. Sub to the channel, like, hit the notification button.
JLR on the case. He's going to follow it and end the chase.
Shoo-wee.
He is something else, boy. I tell you what. Shit, he'll be knocking on grandma, cousins, sisters, brothers, nephews, mothers, cousins, long distance uncle before too long, asking what they know.
I'm surprised he's not on a private jet out there now.
He probably got his handy dandy notebook in his fucking backpack.
I bet he'd be on a private jet right now in California. Be there in an hour. Man, this is crazy.
This is 42 minutes ago, bro.
Missing infant in the Inland Empire intensifies as the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department says his parents are no longer cooperating with the investigation. This after investigators found inconsistencies in the mother's story. Fox 11's Nick Garcia is live in Yucaipa with the latest. Nick.
Well, Christine, this just in from the San Bernardino Sheriff's Office. They say detectives have served several search warrants at the family's home. They've also gained or obtained a lot of surveillance footage from what they call areas of interest, but did not share with us what, if anything, they found during those searches. But this is the parking lot at this Big 5 where the 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro's mom says he was kidnapped. Detectives now poking holes in that story. Meanwhile, the infant still missing. Another candle placed outside the Big 5 in Yucaipa. The community clinging to hope baby Emmanuel Haro will be found safely. Sunday night, a candlelight vigil as prayers for the missing infant pour in from across the area. At the same time, police activity happening around the family's house in Cabazon in neighboring Riverside County.
Everybody, the whole community is just feeling this eerie vibe. We're deep in sand.
People who live nearby, driving by the house Monday. Nobody came to the door for Riverside County Sheriff's deputies who were sent at the request of Child Protective Services. This after the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department says detectives found inconsistencies in the mother's story. On Friday, she spoke with Fox 11.
I'm begging you, please bring my son back to me.
She says she was knocked unconscious by a stranger as she was changing Emmanuel's diaper in this parking lot. And when she woke up, her 7-month-old was gone without a trace.
It's something that just doesn't happen here. Yucaipa, Beaumont, Cabazon, even San Bernardino, as big as the crime rate is there, you don't mess with children.
Fox 11 has also learned the baby's father, Jake Haro, has previously been convicted of child cruelty.
We need to search and we need to find baby Emmanuel.
And as you saw there, the mystery of baby Emmanuel's disappearance, certainly the talk of the IE here. Now, I did try calling his parents using a phone number that they listed on the posters that are all over this area advertising that Emmanuel is missing. Those numbers, though, appear to be disconnected. For now, live in Yucaipa.
Well, how the fuck are you supposed to call if the numbers are disconnected?
Right.
Yeah, this story ain't good, man.
No, I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about this. Like, it's just so sad.
Nick, I'm sure it's the talk, the thought of a baby being maybe kidnapped, terrifying for anybody in the community. I'm thinking of how emotional that mother was when she did talk to the media initially, crying, very distraught she seemed. And now to see the neighbors' response, the residents' response, what do you make of the response you're seeing from the public who probably doesn't know the family?
Yeah, there were lots of people. You know, that particular woman who we spoke with does not know the family. She lives in nearby San Bernardino, was vacationing at Morongo. The casino is just a few miles away from the family's home. Lots of people driving by there, trying to see what's going on, even trying to take part in the search in any way that they can.
All right. Well, let's hope we get some more answers. Thank you so much.
It's just wild.
Yeah, and we have a friend that we've known for a long time that actually reached out to me the second day, and sent me the info or whatever. So when we started going over it, there really wasn't very many articles at all. There was like 2 news stations that had covered it at that point, and I'm glad it's getting coverage because something's not right. Something is not right.
Yeah.
Last they said that there was they were checking the landfill, but I haven't seen any news on that. I haven't seen any articles or letter, or, you know what I mean, news thing, none of that. So I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, I haven't heard that either. I did see I think SF has posted just recently about it, and I think he made a couple posts, I think yesterday, the day before, maybe, like circling where the cameras are on red lights that she had to pass on her way from the football field to that Big Five, I believe. I don't think that they're on the run because the cops said that they served search warrants there last night and they were seen talking to the father. And that was just last night. Yeah, I heard that they carried out several boxes of stuff from the house that the investigators did overnight, and that he was seen, the dad was seen on the front porch talking to investigators last night. So they have to
check out Matt over on TikTok. Maddie over here, Chad even did a thing on it.
Emmanuel Haro case
Oh,
out of
geez.
California. The child is still missing. However, we are getting a lot more details pertaining to his disappearance by way of his father's sister.
She felt like a tap on her shoulder. She turned around and all she heard was Ola. And before she could even see,
he must have got this from his own thing or JLR's. I don't know, but this is the sister's story. We'll go past that though because we've already heard that.
She deleted that. Isn't this the guy that puts out all that information on Sebastian?
He's the one that we got the messages of our fucking Discord and tried putting them out.
Oh, jeez.
When we did the fucking troll about going to the remember when we were trolling in the Discord?
Yeah.
We did the troll about going to the vigil or whatever the fuck we were.
Yeah. This is the one that
they thought they had some hot ass tea, boy. You got a cup of cold piss.
This is the one that Betty was just praising the other day, saying how much she liked this guy and his information that he puts out and stuff like that.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, this guy drives me fucking bonkers. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was going to say Dolly was even in on that troll.
Yeah, I remember that.
That shit fucking cracked me up. Too funny.
Yeah, this guy, I kind of like scroll past this stuff just because, I don't know, his information has just been way out there.
Stacy says, I stand with SF. Emmanuel is no longer with us, but his body needs to be put at peace. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's going out tomorrow to search. I think tomorrow and Wednesday, I think. Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yeah, I was gonna say I figured he'd be searching.
Yeah, I think he said that he's going out and he's the one. I know he put out those traffic light, the license plate readers or whatever they are, over the weekend and stuff. Oh yeah, SF always goes out with his drones and stuff like that when he goes to search, I think. Oh my gosh, Vanessa, she's going for anybody that'll give her attention. Hell, today she was like, she put up a video of JLR. She's like, here, I'll play my ex. He'll probably strike me, but oh well. And I'm like, oh my God, can you say you're screaming for attention without saying you're screaming for attention?
Well, yeah, and then of course she wants to hop on them numbers now. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Well, there really isn't much else to say of this. I'm going to shut this down. We'll probably jump on the Hive here in a little bit if you want to go over there and hang out.
Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to ask: did you see that Jaden Spicer is getting laid to rest Thursday from Kentucky?
No, I didn't. And I didn't really cover it, so I don't really know too much about that one. I'm sorry. I don't know much about it, baby.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I will catch you guys over on the Hive here in a little bit.
All right, Biddy. BYOB.
Right,
grab your bees and your blunts and all that because we're probably going to, take BJ to church. So be ready.
Oh, geez. Here we go.
All right. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. I'll see y'all over there. QB out.